The black community is upset of the actions taken by Payton Gendron. I am too. But I'm also upset about the non-action of this guy right here, Grady Lewis, the neighborhood store ambassador, the guy that holds the olive branch that he extends to all people coming into the community, at least at that store. It's guys like him that ruin the community. They want to sit up, meet and greet everyone that comes into the neighborhood, run their mouths about things that they shouldn't. They talk to the wrong people and disclose things to the wrong people. I'm quite sure when this fella here and Payton were talking that he had some things to say about the security guard as well, since he himself said that they didn't really want him sitting around outside the store. That's where he sat all the time. And I saw what Dana had posted about this guy, and I don't understand why he would want to try to make himself popular with the type of record that he has. But I don't know, because the priest and guys like R. Kelly are starting to become popular these days. When I listened to the interview that he gave, the one thing I came away with from that interview is that he's a coward. He is big for nothing. Big and lonely, and all he wants to do is sit around and talk all day.
You told me just a few moments ago that you actually spoke with the suspect yesterday. He was here. Tell me more about that.
I seen him, and he looked strange in the neighborhood. Anybody had a genius shirt on, so I wanted to see if he was a genius. And we sat and talked about string theory, critical race theory, beginning of civilization, and he seemed like he was a genius, actually.
Oh, yes, ma'am. How you doing? My name is Grady Lewis, by the way. And yes, ma'am, I seen him, and he had on a shirt that said genius, and I wanted to see if he was a genius too, because, yes, ma'am, I was a genius too. Yes, ma'am, we talked about critical race theory, we talked about black holes, white holes, and yes, ma'am, I came to the conclusion that, yes, he was a genius, ma'am. Sometimes when black people try to make themselves sound intelligent, till they're intelligent, we know that you are ignorant. If you came to the conclusion that this guy was a genius, what conclusion did he come to about you?
He said he came up just to see the countryside, and he was going to go out camping. He bought a big thing, a jug of water. He had a little nervous twitch to him. I bought him something to drink, and we sat and talked for about an hour and 45 minutes after seeing the pictures and seeing the blue car that I seen him got into yesterday. So it's a shock right now, and he told me his name was Payton.
I was so shocked. Yes, ma'am, I was so shocked. He told me his name was Payton. Paytons don't do that. He come up from out here from the countryside, told me he wanted to see the countryside and things. He had a jug of water, so I bought him some to drink. We sat there and talked for hours or so. He had this little nervous twitch, so that's why I bought him something to drink, so he can calm down, let him know that I was all right.
So it's a shock.
And we did see a blue car get taken away from this scene just about a half hour or so ago. And you were saying that you were speaking with him on a bench that's located outside of this Tops.
Yes.
That's the bench that earlier today, when I first got here, you were the first person I spoke to. You were telling me that bench is your office.
Yes.
And you usually like to stop and sit there and talk to people that are passing by. Today you didn't stop.
Yes.
So walk me through your afternoon here at the Tops.
Well, I went in there and got me some a juice, and I didn't want to sit there today. So I walked across the street and I opened up my juice. And as I opened up my juice, I heard what I knew wasn't a firecracker. And I looked up and I seen a guy shooting people. Then I seen a security guard run inside. And then I seen him going after him, shooting. Then I saw him come back out. And he had all camouflage on and glasses and helmet. And then he put the gun to his head and he dropped it. He took off his gloves. He took off his gun. He put it down. He took off his vest. And then he got on his knees and laid down and put his hands behind his back. And they arrested him at that point.
Well, the day I went up to the store and got me some juice, and I was going to sit outside, but that old security guard be tripping sometimes, so I didn't sit outside today. So I gets my juice, and I walks across the street, and then I opens my juice, and when I open up my shoes, I hear pop, pop, pop. I looks around, and I see my friend Payton. He upset. He goes and shoot. The security guard come outside, run inside, and I'm ducking and hiding.
And the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, you were telling me about the security guard, the former Buffalo police officer who has tragically died in this incident. You were telling me today he told you no lingering around the store. We gotta keep it clear.
Yes.
You credited that man with saving your life.
Yes, I heard him say to someone, "There's no lingering around the store." So me knowing that he was a Buffalo police officer, I never really wanted to give him an opportunity to say anything to me. So when I do go, I shop and I leave, and that's the reason why I left. Because I heard him tell people that a couple times. So you don't really got to tell me something 4 or 5 times for me to understand. And from what I heard, he went back and he shot at him when he went in the store. So yeah, but if he wasn't there, I would have been sitting there. So I'm definitely thankful that I heard him say that. Yes, I'm definitely thankful to Mr. Salters.
Yes, and I like to thank Mr. Salters. He saved my life. He runs me off from hanging in front of the store. If I would have hung there in front today, my friend Payton, he might have shot me. Mighty fine job you're doing in the neighborhood, Mr. Lewis. You're doing a great job of being a protector in the neighborhood. Old Grady, man, you a big old coward. Look how much time went by with what you said you witnessed. You heard the pop pop. You turn around, you look, you see the guys shooting people in the parking lot, but you did nothing. You see them run the security guard in the store, you did nothing. You saw him come back out the store still shooting, you did nothing. Man, I just don't understand guys like you in the neighborhood. Always want to be front and center. Being a protective shield for a lot of these white guys that come into the neighborhood to rob, kill, and destroy. Like I say, these big, goofy coons like you with the big mouth, with the olive branch that's welcoming these people in the neighborhood to come and take from us. I think I heard somebody do an interview saying this was like one of the last true black communities in New York. And they got to put up with guys like you. They had the man. Right there, you had him. And you let Payton slip away and kill 10 people. I don't understand how you can stick your chest out and had the nerve to wear a shirt that says Black King. So you are not a black king, man. Go burn that shirt. Give it to somebody else. Don't you wear it. You need you one of them shirts with all them different colors on it. That's what you need. And when I watch men talk, I look at their mannerisms as they're talking. And it's just like you said, it was something about Payton. It's just something about you that don't look too manly, if you know what I mean. You know, the sad thing about that is that guys like Grady Lewis, they are not anomalies. I'm quite sure every black neighborhood has their Grady Lewis. And that's sad. Not only do black people in America have to deal with racists, we also got to deal with guys like Grady Lewis.